Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited you're here because today we're diving into a super interesting topic, how to treat a plantar wart. I'm a podiatrist and I'll walk you through the entire process step by step using a real case from my office, a stubborn wart right under a patient's big toe. So, grab a snack, get comfy, and let's get started. Before we jump in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Alright, let's do this. Let's talk about what a plantar wart actually is. These warts show up on the sole of your foot and are caused by the human papilloma virus, or HPV. This virus loves warm, moist environments like public pools, gym showers, or even sweaty shoes. In our patient's case, the wart was located right under her big toe, an area that takes a lot of pressure when walking, which can make it extra uncomfortable. So, how do you spot a plantar wart? It's pretty straightforward if you know what to look for. They're usually round or oval and disrupt the natural lines of your skin, like your footprints or the ridges on your sole. Check out this close-up in the video. You can see the skin texture looks off compared to the surrounding area. Another telltale sign is tiny black dots, which are actually small blood vessels feeding the wart. We call this vascularization. And let me tell you, these warts can hurt, especially when you step on them or if we need to do some initial work like debriding the area. It's super important not to mix up a plantar wart with a callus, which is another common foot issue. Calluses are thicker and more uniform without those black dots. If you're unsure, don't guess, head to a podiatrist or dermatologist for a proper diagnosis. For our patient, this wart was deep and causing a lot of pain, so we put together a comprehensive treatment plan to tackle it. Now, let's get into the good stuff. How we treat a plantar wart. The approach depends on the wart size and depth. But for this patient, we used a combination of techniques that worked like a charm. We started with cauterization, which involves removing the tough outer layer of the wart. This exposes the infected tissue, making it easier for our medications to do their job. Next, we apply the chemical agent called methylene blue. This stuff is great for fighting the virus and promoting healing. The application is simple. We put the methylene blue on the wart and let it sit for about 5 minutes. You'll see in the video that the area turns a bright blue. That's totally normal and part of the process. But we didn't stop there. After the chemical treatment, we used a technique called PDT, or photodynamic therapy, with a specialized laser. We have this cool little pen-like device that directs the laser right at the wart. Check it out in action. The laser targets the infected cells without harming the healthy skin around it. It's precise, but we're careful to keep the patient comfortable. Here's a key point. Plantar warts don't vanish overnight. This patient's wart was deep, so we knew it would take multiple sessions. Patience is everything in this process, both for the patient and the professional. We also gave her clear instructions for at-home care, like keeping her foot clean and dry to prevent the virus from spreading. Teamwork makes the dream work. By the second session, we were already seeing some serious progress. The wart was noticeably smaller, and the patient said the pain when walking had dropped significantly. But, being the detail-oriented podiatrist I am, I spotted a tiny bit of infected tissue still hanging around. How did I know? Those black dots from vascularization were still there, and the skin texture wasn't quite matching the surrounding footprint ridges yet. So, we went back in, another round of cauterization, methylene blue, and the PDT laser. Each session is a chance to check how things are going and tweak the treatment as needed. This patient was a rock star, following all our advice and showing up for her appointments on time. That dedication really pays off. In the third session, things were looking even better. The wart was barely visible and the patient was pain-free. But when I zoomed in thanks to our trusty camera, I noticed a tiny spot where the skin's ridges weren't fully back to normal. To be extra sure we'd wiped out the virus, we decided to do one more session. Better safe than sorry, right? And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the final results. Look at this, her foot is smooth as can be, with the skin's natural ridges fully restored. No more wart, no more pain. It took several sessions to get here, but every step was worth it. The patient was thrilled and honestly so was I. There's nothing better than seeing someone walk out of the office feeling great. But the job isn't over just because the wart is gone. To keep it from coming back, there are some important aftercare steps. First, avoid going barefoot in public places like pools or locker rooms. Second, keep your feet clean and dry. HPV thrives in moisture. And finally, wear comfy shoes that don't squeeze your feet or cause friction, as that can make it easier for the virus to sneak in. Here's a big tip. Never try to treat a plantar wart at home. I know there are tons of DIY remedies online, but messing with a wart on your own can spread the virus or even cause an infection. It's just not worth the risk. If you spot something suspicious on your foot, book an appointment with a podiatrist or dermatologist for a safe, professional treatment. So, what did you think of this plantar wart treatment journey? I love sharing these cases with you because it's a chance to show how podiatry can make a huge difference in people's lives. Drop a comment below. Have you ever dealt with a plantar wart? Know someone who has? And if you have any questions about the process, fire away and I'll answer them. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, share it with anyone who might need to see it, and hit that subscribe button with the bell to stay in the loop for more foot health tips and real life cases. Thanks so much for watching. You guys are the best. See you in the next video. Bye for now.